Red alert. New allegations just dropped on Chris Tyson, the Mr. Beast member, and trans woman. I'd really love to say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. Not that I particularly suspected her, but like, new allegations drop every week, right? It's a strange thing, you know. You get rich, and all of a sudden, you just have the sudden urge to diddle a child, you know? Anyway, the allegations come from a series of tweets Chris made at Shadman. And if you don't know Shadman, he's a abhorrent piece of shit. He does lolly. Yeah, not a very good person if you ask me. And Chris was talking on Twitter like they were friends, kind of, and even bought some of his artwork, which is insane. Now, Chris actually bought this piece of artwork, which is a young girl with a gun in her mouth and a tattoo that says BBC, which does not stand for British Broadcasting Corporation, I'm sure, knowing Shadman. So, that's pretty insane. Yeah, he paid for this. I think in one of the videos you can see it hung up on the wall, which is crazy. So he bought Lolicon. And on top of that, I found this tweet from Chris saying, quote, "That bitch look good for a 4-year-old," which is fucking crazy. Now, people like to say that she tweeted this as a quote from a Joji song, which I can't find any proof that that's what she said she tweeted it for. But either way, it's kind of crazy to tweet that. Like that's an insane statement. I would never tweet that. I can't imagine a world where that wouldn't come back and bite me in the ass. Um, on top of that, who just quotes shit like that? Like, I haven't seen the original tweet, so I don't know if it's relevant or not. But I mean, who quotes that shit? Whether you think that's justified by comedy or not is a complete different thing. But either way, it's crazy to tweet that and kind of funny looking at it now with everything that's come out. Chris has also interacted with Shadman, a bunch of other positive, kind of friendly vibes on Twitter. For instance, this isn't at Shadman, so I don't know why I said for instance, because I'm a dumb fuck. But this is Chris saying, "Nothing gets my knob a cranking like some lolly," which is a wild statement, you know? Me personally, I wouldn't have put that out to the world. Might have just been a joke at the time. It might have not, looking back at it, you know? You never tell with some people. You know? She's got a pretty wild history of just tweeting absolutely batshit crazy things, like this tweet that I'm not even going to read out loud or even give thought to because it's just that insane, you know? Kind of just lost brain cells looking at it. And, you know, at some point it's funny, and then at some point it comes to bite you in the ass. And this is the biting in the ass part. And I guess if you're into eating ass, you know, it's a good thing. Enough with the tweets. Let's talk more about the association with Shadman here and why that art is so significant and kind of a big deal. Shadman is a artist, that's how I'll word it, who has drawn his own mother, Keemstar's 12-year-old child, several other children. I mean, he's a menace to society. We need to feed him to the wood chipper or something. Definitely wood chipper material now that I'm thinking about it. But you know, I just think it's weird. I think it's weird that you would buy art from a known pedophile. I don't think that that's a good thing. I don't think that that's goofy or zany or wacky in any way. I don't think that that's Sigma or based. Let me put it in Fortnite terms because I know y'all don't understand shit. Imagine, you know what? Imagine buying a gray pistol for 300 gold from a vending machine. Yeah, that's Shadman's reputation right there, is gray pistol. and like every other artist in this situation is like a legendary Scar, you know? Or it it's just weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I watched Mr. Beast a lot, like when I was fairly younger. It's it's kind of insane. Like just 4 or 5 years ago, I was watching Mr. Beast, and now one of them has not only come out with trans as a trans person, which is fine, but there's also shit coming out that they're associated with this piece of subhuman shit. Ooh, look, I'm about to hit a really good shot out here. I'm not gonna lie. Boom, he's dead. Anyway, back to the topic. Shadman, he's a gross man, you know? I think he's wood chipper material, but then again, there's wood chips on kids' playgrounds, and I don't want him anywhere near kids. So I don't know. Let's give him the treatment from Monster House. Let's give him the Monster House treatment, where his wife gets buried in cement. Except instead of like burying him in a house, let's, I don't know, bury him in a butcher's shop or something. He's a gross man. He's It's just weird. And for Chris to associate herself with that is also weird. Do I think it's necessarily damning evidence that she's a no, not really. I don't really think so. I think that it's kind of gross and kind of suspicious, especially having bought the art. It's an interesting thing for me to see come out. You know, having watched Chris a lot as a kid and having her been my favorite Mr. Beast member at one point in time, and now all of this is coming out where they bought lolicon art. That's kind of the kicker for me. I don't really care about anything else. It's the lolicon art for me with the young child with BBC tatted on them. I could really care less about all your comedy tweets and all that, you know? Especially because they were made in like 2018, 2019. You know, maybe she's matured as a person, and she has come out publicly saying she's matured as a person, but it's still gross to a degree, you know? It's still nasty. Not very goofy, not very silly, not very wacky at all. Not very based. I don't like it, you know? Not very fun. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I have to talk about. I've been yapping for 8 minutes, so it's also 4 a.m. Should probably go to sleep if I want to wake up tomorrow at all. But yeah, that's it. Bye.